So do you have a company-wide domain name strategy? Well, if you don't, then when the time comes that you need it, it may not be available. Hi, I'm Chris Zeiker, and today I'm going to talk about domain name strategies and why it's important to plan now, if it's available, than to wait until you need it and quite possibly it's not available. So the first point to domain name strategies is just the obvious, right? You should own your brand, and you should own your branded domain name. Now, just to give you some examples, okay, there's Kraken.com, Apple.com, BlueJeans.com, Nitro.com, Gusto.com, right? You name it, and it's intuitive, it's obvious, right? You should own the keyword. You should own your keyword in the .com in the most simplistic version possible. And I talk about this in several other of my videos, so go back and check them out as far as global positioning, the industry positioning, SEO, email security, the branding, marketing, and a couple other main reasons why you need to own, first and foremost, your first domain name strategy is to own your branded domain name. So the second strategy is just your sub-brand or your product extensions. Now, this is where it gets a little bit confusing because this also interacts with the marketing campaign domains, okay? There's a lot of overlap here, but just follow the logic, okay? If you're a big company, let's say Adobe, for instance, okay? Adobe owns, Adobe.com. They also own Fotilio.com, or look at Intuit, right? They own Mint.com, and they also own TurboTax.com. So that's their main brand, and then they have sub-brands underneath those that then kind of come up to the main brand, maybe by this company. But it's important that you also own these, right? So you're driving people to the main product, but if you're out there advertising for one of your sub-brands and you need to pivot for any reason, it's important to have that domain name also. So the third point is marketing campaign domains. Okay, here's where it gets a little bit tricky, okay, because there's overlap here. But look at ClickFunnels. I use ClickFunnels. I think Russell Brunson is pretty brilliant. And look at how he structures his domain names. So he has ClickFunnels as the main location to buy his software. But he also owns Expert Secrets. Okay, that's worth one of his books. He owns .com Secrets. That's one of his books. He owns Funnel Scripts. That's a additional software that he has for his script writing software. So in each of these instances, it's a kind of a marketing campaign domain, a way to get into his funnel and to interact with him. Now, he could put those all on ClickFunnels.com, but obviously what that does is that creates more confusion. When you come onto ClickFunnels, what does he want you to do? He wants you to buy ClickFunnels, okay? So another example of this in a different way is Johnson & Johnson. And they own Baby.com, and they also own BabyCenters.com or BabyCenter.com. Now, once again, why do they have that? Well, that was important, and babies are important for them. And so owning those and having a dedicated marketing campaign and a marketing center around that was important for them. Also, Tablespoon.com is owned by General Mills, right? It's another website that they have. It's more of a marketing campaign domain. And so it's not necessarily their main products, but it's a marketing campaign to get in and get integrated and familiar with their company, right? So your marketing strategy is going to change. There's many different marketing strategies, but owning that domain is very important. Making it easy for the customer is very important, and not making it hard for them when they come to your main product or your main domain name. And the fourth one is just brand protection. Now, this is really important. It's important for not just the obvious, right? When you're typing in, you're going to the wrong place. Yeah, you're losing some traffic potentially, but it's important for email security. Okay, so if you have a trademark and you can acquire domain names, now you're not going to be able to acquire every single domain name, but the typical ones that people misspell, right? Maybe it's a singular versus a plural. Maybe it's two N's versus one N, right? Acquire those domain names, and that is because email security is so important. If somebody else acquires those, they could spam, they could be fraud. Who knows what can happen? But make sure you have a robust brand protection plan to acquire the domain names that are, the most common to spell. Okay, that's it. That's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed these 4 tips on your branding strategy. I have a blog article on media options that goes a little more in depth, talks about a couple other reasons why, with many more examples. Check it out. And if you're not yet subscribed, hey, please do so to my YouTube channel here. And if you're not connected to me on LinkedIn, hey, do it.